Hey, Gunna. I have to agree with you in regard to that meme because some of my friends started posting the color uh, thingamabob, and I remember questioning what blue and green. What do you mean pinkish? What's this with bluish? No, and no one was giving me an answer. That's the worst part. No one was actually telling me it's for breast cancer awareness. Eventually, somebody clued me in, and I went, yeah, that kind of makes sense. And then I thought to myself, well, yeah, but breast cancer in men in Canada isn't that huge an amount. So, yeah, and we can't really use breast cancer colors. We don't wear bras. So, anyways, whatever you do to bring attention to cancer, period, it does have to be catchy. It does have to attract attention, and it does have to be something poignant, interesting, um, something worthy, I guess. In my case, it's kind of a double-edged sword. I was hit with an opportunity in my lifetime because my mother had breast cancer. And she's one of the lucky ones that didn't have to go through any serious surgeries, no mastectomies. Yes, mastectomies. And I'm repeating this a third time, mastectomies. Um, because in her case, all she had to do was to undergo a lumpectomy. A lumpectomy is when they go in, instead of doing a normal biopsy, they actually go in to the breast and they take out the lump. And then they have to do other tests. They have to go through the sentinel node. In French, it's ganglion sentinelle. To find out if it's infected. If it shows any signs of cancer, then it's more serious than they thought, and that's where chemotherapy may be required. But each case is individualized. Doctors, well, I shouldn't say doctors, specialists in the breast cancer field or in cancer in general will hopefully choose options based on their patients' backgrounds to give them better success instead of just choosing something out of the blue. Mind you, I haven't heard of a doctor suddenly just picking in a hat and going, "Oh, you're getting the guillotine." No, they actually have to study the case and they review. But good doctors, good specialists will take the time to listen and work with the patient, and the patient will have to work with the doctor. If there's no communication between both, you end up with no good results. On an off note, I'm going to try to post something so you guys can actually follow a vid, since you did mention something productive. Because my mom went through this, she went through radiation therapy. She's cured for the moment. She's still going to go for tests to make sure that things are okay. In Moncton, New Brunswick, we've got the Tree of Hope, both in English and in French, that supports cancer with the Georges Dumont Oncology Center, which, from what I've been hearing, is possibly the best in Canada. But then again, I might be blowing our horn here in Moncton for no reason. That said, just look in the side. I don't think I'll have a sidebar, but there's going to be a description. I'll try to put the link in the description. If you want to come to my channel and see it, it's called Fight Cancer. Just type that into the actual videos listing that I have on my page, and you'll be able to see from start to finish my mother discussing and showing to you what she had to go through, and showing some snippets here and there of the hospital that she was being treated at. One nice thing about the place is that they've got l'auberge for people that are coming outside of the city, for them to be able to stay at the local area. That's why there's fundraisers done every year, because it helps to run that place. so that people that do need to come from long distances don't have to drive and use money to stay at a hotel, which will drain a family's economy quite fast. Cancer is something that can be fought, but it's not a cheap fight. In my mother's case, she was lucky. I live locally, so I gave her my room. And I took up the spare room. I'm not kidding. But please, take the time to go see these vids. She wanted it seen, and so shall it be. Have a nice one.